The next order under 3D is to increase our frequency to 15. So we will go and do that. Let's accept. And now we have increased the respiratory rate. Well, what impact has this had? Did it change I time? No, I time is set. Did it change tidal volume? No. And if we don't change tidal volume, flow is the same. So if we go through, we'll find out we actually didn't affect any other set parameter because they're set, right? What we did impact is IE ratio. By increasing the number of breaths we get per minute, we have, in effect, also increased the IE ratio. And so when we look at see our IE ratio 1 to 3, and watch when I put this down to a rate of 12, you'll notice our IE ratio changes, right? See, we're a rate of 1 to 4 instead of 1 to 3. So increasing our rate increases our IE ratio from 1 to 4 to 1 to 3, but has no other impact on flow or any other parameter. The next thing that we're asked to do is to adjust our inspiratory T-inspirase percent, or pardon me, it's in seconds. So when we play with this, watch what happens. So we are adjusting, because we're in volume ventilation where we set volume and flow, we're adjusting how fast we get to peak flow, peak inspiratory flow. So if I put this to, I didn't do it fast enough, sorry. If I do that to 0.25, notice it's going to get flatter. It's going to take me longer to get to my peak inspiratory flow. Okay, now that might have been hard to see. There's not a big difference there. So let me actually go the other way. So when we get down to 0, see how sharp that incline, we just shoot up. There's actually now a little bit of an overshoot because we actually fly by our peak inspiratory flow just by a little bit. That overshoot is associated with giving that flow so instantly. We go from 0 flow per minute, liters per minute, to our peak flow, which is around 30 liters a minute. Just boom, just like that. So when we adjust inspiratory rise, we are playing with how fast, we get to peak inspiratory flow. So here is our 0.25. Notice the difference between this next one and where we were with that sharp incline. See how sloped that is? That's very sloped. So why do we change this? When we put it to 0.15, that's just kind of normal. You'll see now it's just a little squarer than it was here because the flow is getting there just a little faster. But we only adjust it up or down from here for patient care. So if we have a patient with real air hunger, we want to put this to 0, where the patient gets all the flow they want really quickly. And if we have a patient that's, this is too much, they feel like it's blasting in, and they're kind of like, oh, startling, this doesn't feel good, then we put it down to maybe 1.5 or even to 0.2. Seldom do we go below, make this rise longer than 0.02. But this would be for someone where they want a more gentle exposure to the breath, just like when we breathe spontaneously. We usually, unless we have real air hunger, we don't breathe in that rapidly.